about it.
That was real good. That was money, first of all.
Let's do another.
Hey everybody, I'm Chris Knight, and you are watching The Real Review 3000 here with another music review. We're on the kick this week. We're keeping on it all week long. At the end of this video, I'll tell you what we're going to do tomorrow. I won't tell you the exact one because I haven't picked it yet, but I've got 3 more requests and a few more for Brad Delp and stuff, but I'll let you know what we're going to do tomorrow at the end of this video. Today, kind of current events based. We're going to do it on Cream. This is going to be a live performance from Royal Albert Hall from 2005. It was the last time, I believe, that they played together. So Cream was a psychedelic rock group, acid rock, blues rock, hard rock, whatever you want to say. I mean, they're categorized in different things. But it included 3 of probably the best musicians in history, depending on who you want to pick out. Everybody has their favorites, but I'm a big fan of Cream. Eric Clapton primarily, but Ginger Baker was on drums and vocals. Jack Bruce was on bass and vocals. They played other things other than that, like Jack Bruce did keyboards, piano, stuff like that, double bass. Eric Clapton, guitars, vocals. I think he is primarily just that. But Jack Bruce died October 25th, 2014. But even more tragic, just recently, about 4 days ago, Ginger Baker died on October 6th of this year. Again, these rock legends going away, dying, it's maddening. I remember when my parents would talk about it, they'd be sitting there going like, oh, so-and-so died. And, every once in a while I hear a name I knew. And the older I get now, I more understand why it's kind of like, oh, that sucks. Because it's not about getting old. It's just about these people, these iconic people that shaped some of our lives, that helped us be the people who we are today, the people who love music, the people who love movies, films, whatever you want to say. That's what sucks, is that these are the people that helped us become who we are, and helped shape our lives. But Ginger Baker was a great drummer, and the reason why I picked this band today, not just because of that, but because I've talked about these bands this week, Boston being one of them, and then Steely Dan being the other, that was formed by 2 people, and that they would get other musicians in on them. This is completely different. This is a band that was formed by 3 people, and that's it. These guys played by themselves on stage and were insanely good by themselves. I mean, you're going to hear a sound in this video that is so big and so monumental that it's amazing that it's just 3 of them up there. So we're going to watch White Room. I'm going to also put down a playlist link for this whole concert, and I highly suggest you go watch this because they were excellent in this concert. I never got to see this band live. I've seen Ginger Baker with other bands. I've seen Eric Clapton live. I've seen Jack Bruce and other bands, but I never saw the 3 of them together. This is as close as you're ever going to get to it. I've watched this concert numerous times because of how iconic it was. It was kind of like when the Police got back together. It's just going to happen once again. I mean, they were separated for so long, and then they got back together and did this one. I think it was just the one concert. It might have been a tour, but you can go check this this concert out. But right now, we're going to watch White Room. Go to reaction screen. We're going to put our headsets on, and we're going to do 3, 2, 1, review. So Tuesday, 3rd of May. And again, you're going to hear vocals that are done very well for as old as these guys were. And I don't want to say being old changes things, but when you're young and you're singing, you can do a lot more. But Jack Bruce will sing right here. I mean, this is just three guys. This is amazing sounding. And of course, slow hand here. Eric Clapton is so great. Now they're changing this a little bit because he's not putting in florals like he normally does. And they're switching vocal responsibilities because I believe Eric Clapton did. They might have done like this originally. I haven't looked, but they separate these vocals very well. And Eric Clapton still sings really well. And you notice he's doing what I mentioned about Brad Delp. Sings upward to open up that vocal cord and airway so you can sing stronger and use your diaphragm more. And even Jack Bruce is doing it a little bit. You notice how he's very straight and poised to use his diaphragm and use his airways properly. But you notice Jack Bruce is just excellent. The way he does this, and he adds these nice florals and stuff in there. And Ginger Baker, like I said, listen to him. Beautiful. I mean, and this is beautiful. Just like I said, these three guys were magical together. And I mean, everybody who's got to see them at this, God knows how much the tickets were, but anybody who got to see them, and if it was a tour, anybody that was able to go see them, it was amazing. I just couldn't imagine. I have a big screen TV and a great sound system upstairs set up, and I've played this on it before, and it just sounds great. So it's missing those florals. He's just doing basically rhythm guitar, and I don't know if that's how he normally did it live or not, but you will get to hear one of the best soloists and solos in a song at the end of this. He is amazing. And again, he's still a great vocalist. Very bluesy. And I mean, I'm still in awe of this band, and this band has not been active per se for 30, 35 years. Even though, like I said, 2 of them are dead. These guys played this long after they had been active together. I mean, look at these guys. They're just so on cue with the sound and everything. And then Eric Clapton, this is just, the awesome stuff right here. Eric Clapton, it's rumored, was once asked, what's it like to be the world's greatest guitarist? And again, by rumor, he answered, I don't know, ask Prince. But I do have to say, he is probably one of the most technically sound guitarists out there today. And his abilities are second to none. I mean, he's not Eddie Van Halen, he's not like the fastest guy, whatever, but he's so innovative the way he did things. I mean, just watch him. I love Eric Clapton. I like singing his songs and stuff. And speaking of that, if you guys want to see me fail at doing some of these songs, check out Marioki. It's every other Saturday. Go to her channel and check that out. I will be singing some of these songs that I'm talking about, and hopefully you can see. Hopefully I'll do a good enough job. You'll see you'll see how you have to handle those songs. But yeah, you know, again, these guys were above and beyond better than most bands at the top of their game. And I would say even when they weren't at the top of their game, they were still above most bands who were at the top of their game. You know, they're legends. That's all you can say. They're legends. They set the standard for many bands that came after them. And just absolute great musicians. You can't beat a group of 3 people who are so on top of things. The Police, very similar. Maybe we'll do the Police sometime. But again, a trio is really amazing to get the sounds that they got. The Beatles were excellent, but they weren't 3, they were 4. And even then, I mean, they weren't the greatest live. A lot of the Beatles, their sound and their greatness came from George Martin and their production. They were really good, don't get me wrong. They're still one of my favorite bands ever. But the thing about it was, they weren't like this. These guys are just absolutely stunning. So, yeah, that's my take on this. So, do me a favor. I got a poll up on Twitter. I've mentioned it. Tell me which one of the 2 intros you want to be on the majority of my videos. Our live streams will stay the Real Review 3000 main intro that I've used for a while now. Also, please hit that like button. Hit that bell so you know when we're coming out with new stuff. And hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm trying to get up to 300. I've got like 7 more people to go. That's it. But also check out, on our way to 1,000 subs, we are trying to raise money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So check out the video, Subscribers for a Cause. And help with that. It's a GoFundMe page. All the money goes straight to the charity. Please check that out. And also, once we get up to 1,000 subs, hashtag Panda Suit Mary. Ask me about that. With that said, I'm Chris Knight. This is the Real Review 3000, and I'm officially out of here.
Hey guys, thanks for checking us out. Be sure to subscribe to both channels, and make sure to check out our friends in the Fandom Minutes. You can find us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and BitChute, and you can also send us an email at sean@seanstackhousereacts.com and chrisknight@therealreview3000.com. And be sure to swing by our Teespring store to pick up some awesome merchandise.